Transport, communication and trade are together included in tertiary economic activity. They are also the chief means of exchange and interaction between different sectors or regions of an economy. Trade arises on account of specialization and regional economic differences. For trade to take place, transport and communication are necessary. In this chapter, we will study the following concepts: transport, communication. Lifelines of national economy. Transport, communication and trade are together included in tertiary economic activities. They are also the chief means of exchange and interaction between different sectors or regions of an economy. Trade arises on account of specialization and regional economic differences. For trade to take place, transport and communication are necessary. Means of transportation. It can be divided into three modes: land, water, and air. The land transport is further divided into three types: roadways, railways, and pipelines. Water transport is also of two types: inland and overseas. Air transport is also of two types: domestic and international, and it is further divided into private and public undertaking. Land transport. Roadways. Today, India has more than 33 lakh kilometers of road networks, 2007, one of the world's longest. Road is a major medium of land transport. It is the cheapest and the quickest means of transport for short distances. Roads can be constructed in rough and undulating terrain, unlike railways. The use of surface roads by automobiles has increased the importance of roads. Land transport. Surfaced and unsurfaced roads. Surfaced and unsurfaced roads can be divided into two types: metalled and unmetalled roads. Land transport. Importance of road. Land transport. Classification of roads. Land transport. Superhighways. The government has opened road building to the private sector as well as to the joint collaborations with foreign countries. Its policy is to build, operate, and transfer, abbreviated as BOT. Private sectors will bear the cost of construction, operate roads, and collect road taxes. The use of surface roads by automobiles has increased the importance of roads. The roads under this scheme are: Golden Quadrilateral. It connects the four metropolitan cities of Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, and Kolkata, and having a length of 5,846 kilometers. North-South-West Corridor. It connects Srinagar to Kanyakumari and Silchar to Saurashtra. The length is more than 7,300 kilometers. Link Road. It will link 10 major ports: Jawaharlal Nehru Port, Kandla, Marmagao, Tuticorin, Chennai, Ennore, Vishakhapatnam, Pradip, Kochi, and Haldia ports. Proposed length is 380 kilometers. Land transport. International highways. The international highways are the roads linking India with neighboring countries. The Delhi-Lahore bus service, Kolkata-Dhaka are some examples. Land transport. National highways. India has 70,548 kilometers of national highways 2008 and 1,28,000 kilometers of state highways at the end of 2006. These account for 2% of the total road network but carry 40% of the total road traffic. While the central government maintains the national highways, the state governments are responsible for state highways. National highways join one state capital with another. They are maintained by the Central Public Works Department, CPWD. A number of major national highways run in north-south and east-west direction. Land transport. State highways. The state highways join state capitals with district headquarters. In addition, There are village roads which connect villages with neighboring towns. The Border Roads Organization constructs and maintains the border. Land transport. District roads. These roads link the villages and blocks in the district with the state highways. They are maintained by the Zilla Parishads. Land transport. Other roads. There are also rural roads which link the villages with towns. Some of these roads are unmetalled. Highways. The state governments are responsible for the state highways. National highways join one state capital with another. They are maintained by the Central Public Works Department, CPWD. A number of major national highways run in northwest and east-west, south and east-west direction. Land transport. Border roads. The Border Road Development Board was established in 1960. It has constructed about 27,925 km-long metalled roads in border areas. It has constructed the world's highest road from Manali, Himachal Pradesh to Leh, Jammu and Kashmir. The average height of this road is 4,270 meters.
Road density. The density of roads is the length of road per 100 square kilometer of area. Distribution of road is not uniform in the country. Density of all roads varies from only 12.14 km in Jammu and Kashmir to 517.77 km in Kerala as on 31st March 2011, with the national average of 142.68 km as on 31st March 2011. Road transportation in India faces many problems. The road network is inadequate, keeping in view the volume of traffic and passengers. About half of the roads are unmetalled, and this bounds their usage during the rainy season. The national highways are also inadequate. Besides, the roadways are highly congested in cities, and most of the bridges and cesspools are old and narrow. Though in recent years, fast development of road network has taken place in different parts of the country.
Land transport. Railways. The first railway line was constructed between Mumbai and Thane in the year 1853. It was only 34 kilometers long. Railways continue to be the main means of long-distance transport in India. Land transport. Indian Railways have a total route length of 63,332 kilometers. There are about 7,133 stations spread across the length and breadth of the country. The railways have a fleet of 8,330 locomotives, 47,375 passenger service vehicles, 6,180 other coach vehicles, and 204,034 wagons as on 31st March 2008. It is the largest railway system in Asia and the fourth largest in the world. About 18 lakh workers are engaged in Indian Railways. These railways carried about 65,240 lakh passengers and 7,939 lakh tons freight in the year 2007-2008. Superfast trains, fast goods trains and container services have been introduced. Metro railways have been started in Kolkata and Delhi. About 80% of freight traffic and 70% of passenger traffic is carried by railways. Most of the railways are found in the level Gangetic Plain. About 50% of the total length of railways in India is found in northern India. The Northern Railways is the longest railway with a length of 10,977 kilometers. Many physical and economic factors are responsible for it. 1. Northern Plain is a level plain with low altitude. It is best suited for the construction of railways. 2. Due to dense population, big towns have developed which have led to high density of railways. 3. The intensive development of agriculture and industries have promoted the construction of railway lines. 4. It is essential to connect Mumbai and Kolkata with the hinterlands of northern plains. Railways have not been extensively developed in Jammu and Kashmir. Railways now link southern, western and eastern parts with Srinagar of Kashmir province. Jammu Kashmir railway link is under construction. In southern India, construction of railways is retarded due to hilly areas and rivers. Railways. The Indian Railways are the largest public sector undertaking in the country. The railways have been an integrating force for more than 150 years. The railways at present run multi-gauge operations extending over 63,332 km route. The gauge-wise route and track length of the system as on 31st March 2008 are given above. Route is the length of the passage. Track is the pair of parallel lines of rails on which the railway train runs. It is always more than the route. A place where rail routes cross or diverge is known as the junction. See Indian Railway map. These different gauges create many hindrances. Therefore, efforts are being made to convert all these to broad gauge track. The uni-gauge system will ensure uniformity, higher speed, reduction in transshipment and cheaper transportation. Railway zones. Indian Railways have been grouped into 17 different zones as shown in the box on the map of Indian Railways. Railways. The problems faced by Indian Railways are transshipment from one gauge to other delays the trains, poor facilities and overcrowding at railway stations, bad habits of people like throwing all kinds of waste in railway compartments and at railway stations, ticketless travelling and unnecessary chain pulling resulting in loss and delay, thefts and damage to railway property. Pipeline transport. Pipeline is an important means of transporting petroleum and natural gas. In some countries, pipelines are used for transporting milk. Coal is also transported through pipelines by converting coal into slurry. It is a cheap means of transportation in inaccessible areas, dense forests, deserts, high mountains, and even underwater. The pipelines which have been constructed in India are given below. A pipeline connects Assam oil fields with Guwahati and Baruni and on to Haldia. It has branches, one running to Allahabad and the other via Raiband to Murigram and Guwahati to Siliguri. A pipeline connects Haldia oil refinery with Baruni. Baruni has been connected by a pipeline with Kanpur, Mathura and Jalandhar. Mumbai High is connected with Trombay oil refinery by a submarine pipeline 207 km long. From Salaya, Kutch to Koyali and onwards to Mathura via Viramgam in Gujarat. Its branches extend to Chaksu and other places. HVJ, formerly HBJ pipeline, 1730 km long, carries natural gas and connects Hazira in Gujarat via Vijaypur in Madhya Pradesh to Jagdishpur in Uttar Pradesh. 600 km long pipeline connects Vizag to Sikandrabad. A 710 km long pipeline from Mangalore to Coimbatore has also been commissioned. Waterways inland transport. The inland navigation in India is not important as most of the rivers are not suitable for navigational purposes. Only 14,500 kilometers of inland waterways are navigable. Out of it, only 3,700 kilometers are navigable by merchandised boats. Navigation is carried on in Ganga and Brahmaputra and in the lower reaches of the Godavari, and the following waterways have been declared national waterways. NW. The Ganga River, 1,620 kilometers, stretch between Allahabad and Haldia, NW number 1. The Brahmaputra River, 891 kilometers, stretch between Sadia and Dhubri, NW number 2. The West Coast Canal, 168 kilometers, stretch between Kollam and Kottayam. The two other canals in Kerala, Udyog Mandal Canal, 14 kilometers, and Champakara Canal, 22 kilometers. Other inland waterways include Godavari, Krishna, Sundarbans, Buckingham Canal, Brahmani, East-West Canal, and Damodar Valley Corporation. Waterways. Shipping. Shipping plays a crucial role in a country like India with a coastline of 7,516 kilometers. In 2008, there were 122 shipping companies. Out of these, about 40 were engaged in international trade. India's bulk of the trade is carried through coastal waterways. 90% of country's trade, averaging by volume 70% in terms of value, is transported by sea. By the end of June 2008, total operative tonnage of 282 overseas and 590 Indian vessels was 1,48,85,000 DWT. Indian shipping tonnage rose from 1,92,000 GT in 1950-51 to about 8,83,000 GT in 2008. Waterways. Sea or oceanic transport. This kind of waterway transport is mainly based on the major ports of the country, which is usually located at the coastal areas of a country like peninsular part of India. All the Indian ports open either in Bay of Bengal in the east or Arabian Sea in the west. Waterways. Ports on the western coast. Kandla. This port is located at the head of Run of Kutch. It was the first port developed soon after independence to ease pressure on Mumbai port. It is a new tidal port having natural and safe harbour which is liable to replace Karachi, Pakistan. It connects vast and rich hinterlands of northwestern India as well as falls on the Suez Canal route. It handles imports and exports of agricultured products of industries in northern and western industrial belt. Mumbai. Mumbai is the biggest port of India and occupies the central position on the west coast of India. It stands on an island and is connected with the mainland. It is the only natural deep water harbour of India. It is connected with Europe through Suez Canal. It has a rich and productive hinterland of black cotton soil region. A hinterland is an area which serves as a port for its international trade. For example, Mumbai port is well connected with its hinterland in the states of Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Punjab and Haryana. Marmagao. This port lies on the west coast of Goa. It is deep natural harbour and is premier iron ore exporting port of the country. Its hinterland includes Goa, Maharashtra and Karnataka. Cochin. Cochin lies on the Malabar coast in Kerala. It is called the Queen of the Arabian Sea. It is a safe, deep and natural harbour. It is located on the route to Australia and the Far East. It has an important naval centre and a shipyard. A new naval port of Karwar is being developed on Kannada coast. New Mangalore is a major port of Karnataka. It exports iron ore from Kudremukh. Waterways. Ports on the eastern coast. Kolkata. It is an inland riverine port on the mouth of Hooghly, about 120 kilometers inland. It is affected by tidal waves of the sea and requires regular dredging of river Hooghly. It has a rich hinterland of productive agricultural Ganga-Brahmaputra Delta and Chota Nagpur region rich in minerals. It is located on the route to Japan and USA. It is a tidal port. A new port at Haldia is being developed to share the burden of Kolkata. Haldia port was developed as an ancillary and subsidiary port to relieve the growing pressure on Kolkata port. Vishakhapatnam. It is a new major port on the east coast of India. It lies midway between Kolkata and Chennai. It is a well-protected natural harbour enclosed by hard rocks of Dolphin Nose. It is connected with the mining region of iron ore, coal and manganese. Paradip. It is a new major port on
Odisha
coast. It is deep natural port. It is connected to the vast hinterland of
Odisha
with minerals, forest products and agricultural resources. It exports iron ore to Japan. Chennai. It is an artificial man-made port on the east coast and one of the oldest. 2 concrete walls have been built to provide shelter to ships. Its hinterland includes Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, a rich agricultural region. It is ranked next to Mumbai in terms of freight and passenger traffic handled. Other important ports on the east coast include Ennore and Tuticorin. A natural harbour and rich hinterland have ensured flourishing trade on Tuticorin port in Tamil Nadu. Airways. Passenger use and commercial use are together called civil aviation. In 1953, Tata Airlines were nationalized and the operations of a public sector undertaking, the Indian Airlines, began. India today has 17 international ports and 116 domestic airports. The Airports Authority of India controls and manages Indian airspace extending beyond the territorial limits of the country as accepted by International Civil Aviation Organization (ICAO).